So my morning started at around 6:30 a.m. when Blue decided to scratch the bedroom door down for some attention. Well, he just wanted his morning snuggle, didn't he? Bless him. I got his breakfast and all his medication done about 7:30, 7:45. And actually, for once, he actually ate some of his breakfast. I then did all his medications at about 8:15 and then released him. You know, he always wants more treats than he should be allowed. And then it was time for me to tackle the laundry. These towels and all these clothes need to go in the dryer and be folded up red hot and put away. So I started off by putting the towels in the machine and getting them dry. And then it was time for me to have part one of my breakfast. Yep, my 2 advent calendar chocolates. And then I tackled unloading the dishwasher. I don't know why, but I always hate unloading the dishwasher. I think it takes longer than I anticipated. And now that the dishwasher is empty, I can then turn my attention by unloading everything out of the sink and putting it in the dishwasher. Ta-da! All done. Well, I'm so glad that didn't actually take as long as my brain thought it would. And after all of that, it was time to get myself a quick bite to eat for breakfast. And before I knew it, my towels were done in the dryer. I folded them up and left them on the armchair. Then I removed all the clothes that needed to go into the tumble dryer and left the remaining ones to carry on drying naturally. So that's the second load of laundry I've managed to get in the dryer for the day. And then I wrote out today's to-do list. And before I knew it, the second load of clothes in the dryer had finished. And after having a quick tidy of the kitchen, I then decided to wash the kitchen floor. However, I've still got all these shampoos and conditioners to get rid of, so I advertised them on the local Facebook page. And here's a confession of a domestic cleaner. I haven't actually cleaned my kitchen floor in months. I don't know why, but I just haven't, and it's very dirty. So now is time to finally get round to pulling everything off the kitchen floor and giving it a quick clean. So when I was in Dunelms the other day and I was having a browse round, I came across this. It's called a tiny utility mop, and it's telescopic. So put it here. It's Hannah height. Let me tighten up the telescopic bit. So I finally found a small little floor mop that I can use to clean the floor with. Now I have just swept this or hoovered this up, and I'm going to get the broom and just make sure I've got in all the cracks and crevices. But the good thing about this is that it's done by this is done by Velcro, but you can also remove the little sticky bits here, which are there, and you can put wet pads on them, or floor mop pads on them, or you could attach probably a microfiber cloth and wet it. Blue is really intrigued. But yeah, I'm just going to go and mop this floor. As I was trying to say to you, you can pull that off, and you can also remove these bits. It won't do it now, but yeah, you can remove these bits and you can just attach wet floor cloths to them, but I will use that. All I did was just spray the Zaflora onto the floor, and of course you have to be careful of any pets. So yeah, Blue was out the way, so I knew it was fine. Now unfortunately it's a grey mop head, so you can't see how dirty the floor was, but it really was dirty. And then once the floor was dry, I opened this cupboard to go and get something out of it. However, I got sidetracked. I went into my toolbox and grabbed some screws and attached this little basket that I put all my bags in onto the door of the cupboard, and then proceeded to tidy up the cupboard too. Then I quickly went round the house and emptied all the house bins and took them outside and put in the rubbish bins outside. And then the next task was to go through my fridge and see what all the foods were out of date and what foods were all the new foods and do my meal planning for the week. And hurrah! I finally got the kitchen all nice and clean and tidy for once. So how do I meal plan? So I have been meal planning for many years, and what I did was I went on Pinterest or Google and I downloaded a free template, and then I put it inside a photo frame that has glass on it, and then I just get magic whiteboard erasers and I write on there my meal planning for the week, and then I can just scrub it off. So let me go and do this week's meal planning. However, before I actually do my meal planning for the week, I actually do my client plan for the week. That way I know what foods I can put where because of timing, because not every day is the same. So some days I have a very quick lunch break, other days I have a slightly longer lunch break, and there are days where I finish work earlier and some days where I finish late, much later. So yeah, it just depends on what day of the week it is and which week it is also. But as you can see, typically Sunday is my house reset day. And of course, when I went to take the weekly planner off the fridge, all of this came down with it too. Dole! So I actually went through all of this that was on my fridge and got rid of a few bits and pieces. Having ADHD really sucks sometimes because I always get sidetracked. That looks a bit better. I know it still looks cluttered, but it's a lot better. Here is my weekly meal plan, all done. This is today's lunch. I've got 4 cheese stars and some mixed salad leaves with some cucumber. Let's go and eat it. I'm starving. And as I'd used up my last plate for lunchtime, I thought I'd better put the dishwasher on. And to be honest with you, today I was actually flagging in energy because I was very busy yesterday. So in my lunch break, I decided to fold up this laundry and watch a few subscribers that I'm subscribed to on YouTube. And yes, I like to have all my underwear folded and put away in my drawers, so it's easier for me to find and also store. I then took this laundry basket of clothes upstairs and put them all away. I also had an unexpected visitor at my door. It was one of my clients who came and bought me a Christmas present, so I chatted to them for about 15-20 minutes on the doorstep. And talking of Christmas presents, I also gathered all the Christmas presents that are for my family and myself and put them all together and gathered them together, and then I took them down to my dad and my brother's house so that on Christmas Day they are all under the tree ready for us. Oh, and also at the same time I went and took all those shampoos and conditioners around to the person who wanted them. And so for tonight's dinner I'm going to do myself these honey and ginger candy cane sausages that are wrapped in bacon. And yeah, I've already put them ready in the air fryer basket to actually put in the air fryer. If you can hear the jingling of a bell going off in the background, that's me trying to do my voiceover as Blue is trying to have a post-dinner wash. Typical. Here you have it. Tonight's dinner. Ginger and honey, I think it was. Ginger and honey sausages with mixed veg and mashed potato. Let's go and eat it whilst it's still hot. As Blue just slept the evening away and hardly touched any of his meal.
But I am cute, aren't I, Mum?
And before I knew it and tiredness got to me, I decided to head to bed. Night all.
I've no idea what that thing is, but I'm out of here.
So for tonight's dinner, I have got myself Ginner? Anyone care to tell me what Ginner is? Because I've no idea. And if you liked this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish